Hi guys, welcome to the week. So as we start the week off, I know guys, because this video is going out to the Taica team, and maybe other people in the marketplace are going to see it, but guys, mainly this is for our Taica team. As we get this week started, I want to talk about this a little bit for our team. Starting, the beginning of anything. Actually deciding that I'm going to do something great. Something great that's going to change my life and the lives of those around me. That's where Taica started. There was a point where I was sitting on my porch in South Texas, the house I built, and I had to make a conscious decision that we were going to start. In fact, Maggie and I made this decision together as we thought about what opportunities we had around us and what things that we could do to create an income, because there was a point where I was sitting there, I had zero income from anywhere else besides Taica translations and the tiny nucleus of a thing that we had at the very, very beginning. And guys, it was like what I mean by starting is there was a point, and there is a point in everybody's life where you have to decide that you are going to start doing something meaningful at the risk of failing. What I mean by that is you actually say what you want in life, what you want to accomplish, what your dream is, what you would really love to be a reality, what you really deeply intrinsically inside want, but think that it might be impossible. But there's so much around you, because it's not a reality in this day and age. There's not any proof in your environment that it can be true, but you would so desire and love it if it were. And so many people live in that realm of, I would so desire and love to accomplish that thing, but I'm not going to bring it out. I'm not going to declare that. I'm not going to say, actually, that's the dragon I'd like to slay. Because they're afraid that they might start on the journey and fail and not get there. And as we started Taica, that really was that was how I felt at the beginning. I felt that as we started on this journey, what if we fail? And for the first few years of Taica translations, that's really how I felt. What if Taica fails? What if it doesn't work? But we had to start. We had to say, actually, that is what I want. If it works, that's going to be the most amazing life ever. And I will say that's what I want, declare it, identify it, and I'm going to take the next best step that I know how in my life, from all the resources and talents and skills and what I have available to me right now, that will most likely move me in that direction. So starting means, one, we have to define what we want. I'm just going to spell it out. What we really, I'll say really, because so many people say what they want, but it's not really what they want. What we really want. I'm going to stress that. What we really want. That's Jordan Peterson says, identifying a dragon to slay. And then we have to start. We have to start by looking around us too. We have to start. Use all currently available resources. Currently available resources. Use all currently available resources. And I'm gonna make it that simple. So currently available resources, what do they look like? Time. all your talents and skills, your ability to learn, your financial resources. Maybe you don't have, maybe, at the beginning, we didn't have a lot, right? The skills that you've learned in leadership, all those things that are in, like discipline, like showing up each day and doing tasks that lead in a direction, like learning how to create some kind of a website. I did at the very beginning myself because I didn't have anybody else that I could outsource that to, or who was better suited to do that. But we had to make the version number 1. We would eventually get to version number 20 or 30 or whatever iteration we are now. But version number 1 was me starting and using all the currently available resources. This is not stuff that's not available to you currently. There are resources that you and I have that we can tap into and we can use. So for example, right now, with all the efforts that we're making to grow and to create the new products and to connect with new clients, these are currently available resources that we're tapping into. Now, we've been doing this for a while, but we had to start, first of all, by defining what we really wanted, and then using all the currently available resources. And I will even go farther as to say it, we defined something what we really wanted, and that was we wanted to own a family owned and operated company, and we wanted to create a company where we could work distance in geographically separated locations. We wanted to create a company where we could create growing incomes for people while they were working from their homes. That was all a part of the very initial vision, and it was a little bit unclear, but we tried to clarify it as much as we could, as good as we knew how. And that was what we really wanted, as good as we knew how to define it. And then we took all of the currently available resources and we applied it to that. Okay, this is pretty much really what we want. Now let's take all the things that we've got and apply it. And we did that. And we did that for 5 years, and it created a pretty amazing place to work. And then we did it for another 5 years. We're concluding the second fifth year, that sounds weird. September. That's our 10-year anniversary as a actual official company, even though we've been doing this for 15 years. But it's going to be our official 10-year anniversary from when we started the company. And it took us doing that process and using all the currently available resources and then the last step, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on the camera. I'm just going to write it right here because I'm afraid it will be a little too low. Grow all resources. So grow all resources, meaning grow our intellect, grow what we know how to do, grow in learning how to lead a team, grow in learning how to create content and communicate, grow in our ability to clarify what we really wanted. Like, grow all of those resources. And growing always means that there's some kind of investment of time, of pain, of you personally sacrificing to grow. And these all happen from somebody who's willing to start by identifying what they truly want and then going after it. And that's intrinsic to Taica Translations. That's true to who we are internally. And as we do that together, I've had the honor of seeing not only us grow, like me and Maggie as we started the company, but all the other team members that are working with us. I remember seeing Daniel come in at the very beginning. Mike, a completely different person now than he was before, because he's committed to identifying what he wants, and we've identified something that we want collectively, and we're using all our resources and we're growing together. And that's an incredible place where when we get to the place where we're actually all committed to growing, identifying what we want and growing together. And so, guys, that's what Taica Translations is about. It's not about some person on the top getting rich and become greater and greater. It's about a whole team of people identifying wholesome living and what the future of their life should look like, and then participating together in creating that reality. And so I hope this message hits each and every one of you in some special way this week. And I know that maybe this is not the most beautifully made video, but guys, this is a message that I've been thinking about over the weekend, actually. And I just like, we've all got to start at some point. We've got to identify the dragons. And then we can wish that we had more resources, but we've got what we've got. And it is enough. It's enough to start. And so we all start there. And then we get to the place where we have grown a little bit and we can bring other people on to help us, and we can grow together. And that's where we are now. And we're at an amazing place where we're lifting this organization to heights that we've never seen, because now we've got all these people on our team working on and lifting and investing and thinking and strategizing and investing all of their talents together. And so, guys, as we go forward this week, I just want to remind you kind of where we came from, as well as the process to go further. Because this process never ends. We achieve some level of greatness, some level of achievement, but that's not the end. Then we redefine what we further want. What a little bit clearer. We got to where we thought we could get, and now we understand that, okay, wow, this is an incredible place, and we probably can get to there also. And so we are able to take that next step, always using all the currently available resources and growing all resources together. And so, guys, as we start the week, remember that's where Taica, that's what formed Taica. And it's the constant iteration and cycling through these steps that causes prosperity in all of our lives, in all the areas of our life that matter to us. So, guys, I look forward to working with each and every one of you this week. And I hope that this kind of just gives somebody a jolt that they can start in some area of their life. And the crazy thing is, you can start at any time. I just started doing push-ups again after I took a break for like 12 years. And I started a few months ago to do planks again after I wasn't doing those kind of calisthenics types exercises for like 12 years. But I started where I was. I started running. First, I was just walking. I was doing Nordic walking for like 6 kilometers. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go back to running. And I started running again, and I could only run 6 kilometers at first, and then 7. And I was like, okay, I'll stretch to 8. Now I run 15 in a single run. And I do the planks, and I do the push-ups, and I'm adding some more and more into, and I'm 37. I mean, you can start at any time, but you've got to start. And if you don't start, you risk accomplishing something that you wanted to. And that, to me, is worse than starting and failing. So I want to communicate to this idea to our team this week. And I hope you can take this and use it. And I hope that it's a help for you as we continue to work together to lift our organization.